That's the reason why I'm blessed by the best. Because I like to tell you, my life has just been straight and narrow. I've been just going smoothly all throughout life without making mistakes. And I've never quit it before. Not the case. I've actually quit it 3, 4 times. I've actually turned my back on things and just actually walked away from jobs, people, you name it. Some of them I needed to. Some of them was just me not motivated, just quitting, just getting down on myself. And every time I've done that, I always got lifted back up. It's just like Muhammad Ali, like he said when he started boxing. At first he said he was getting his ass kicked night in and night out in that ring. Then he came back. He kept getting help. He kept getting better till he finally was defeating everybody in that gym. And that's what happens in life sometimes to us. Sometimes we want to quit on our career, or we actually, walk away and quit a job. For example, I walked away from my career a long time ago. I got defeated. I felt, it's me. People will never understand this. I'm on my own. And I had a friend who picked me back up, who actually gave me motivation to go ahead and continue. And I continued. I started back. I went back to college. I graduated. And I picked up my career back. It's easy to quit. I get it. It's easy. But it's hard to get back in there. And that's why it's very, very important that you watch how you treat strangers. You never know when somebody's trying to help you out here. That stranger you don't know, that looks different from you, a face that you're not familiar with, not what you used to out here. Sometimes people will lift you up and just try to help you because they see a mirror of them in you, regardless of the differences. It happened to me several times. I mean, I wanted to leave. I wanted to quit on things. And every time I quit it was always a reason I started back. If it was someone helping me, or if it was just me remembering why I even started. And you've been in relationships with guys, women, and say you left this man, and now, lady, you thinking all men are evil or not good, and you carry that burden for a long time. It's a bad thing to do, because you probably met somebody who wanted to talk to you and wanted to be in your life, and you backed them out of it because of the past, of what happened back then. It's easy to get down from what happened in the past, but you got to figure a way to get it back up. Because that man who tried to come back in your life, who tried to help you, that probably was a blessing. So you can't take it out on everybody. You got to realize this might be, the blessing. This might be where I need to be. And I've been there before. We're in a bad relationship, and I thought, hey man, I'm gonna be by myself. I'd rather be alone. All women are like this. Nah. That's what happened when you put a judgment on everyone. That's what stereotypes basically are. You put it on a whole group because of what one person did to you. And now you can't get back in the game. You can't start any more relationships. It's a heavy burden to pay, when you're living like that. So it's very important when you get down out here, when you want to quit. And sometimes that stranger's not going to be there. Sometimes God is going to put it in you that you got to pick yourself back up. I had to before. I quitted jobs. I stopped working. I basically was just sitting there basically doing nothing. And no one was there to pick me up. And that's where it's all on you. That's where that self-motivation is key. Sometimes you will have to pick yourself back up. got a family. And it get hard sometimes when you got a spouse and you got children and you know the house is going hectic. You working from home now. You're not used to things. And you know, you got to remember why you here and why you started. And you got to remember you got that family in there you got to feed. So when you get that second chance, when somebody else helps you, when you get some motivation that comes out of nowhere, that's God throwing that towel back in, putting you back in the game. Please subscribe to the page. Motivation comes in many forms. Lamborghini Lamar.